name is Maya, and I didn't have anything for breakfast today, or lunch. Ever since I was in elementary school, actually, I noticed that we had multiple food choices, but we didn't have food choices for people who are Muslim.
So this is the only halal option we have today.
The reason why I wanted to be part of Civics Club is because I wanted to make a change.
She's right here. That's Anna Picorni. That's my grandmother. My grandmother went to this school. She graduated in 1932. I'm David Edelman. I'm a social studies teacher. So what I learned was there was a department of civics at this school, a whole department devoted to civics and community involvement. This poster is from 1909. It was created by students. Basically what it's doing is organizing a student-led protest. I want students to realize that they're following a lineage of student leaders, that student activism isn't something new, right? Everything that we're accomplishing, right? All in terms of preparing students for the workplace, preparing students to be contributing members of our democracy. That was the premise of this school 100 years ago. And I feel like we're reclaiming that. So let's just use this as an opportunity to review our levels of government and our branches of government. So Justice Stephen Breyer himself of the Supreme Court said that schools need to be incubators or nurseries for democracy. And that's what I strive for. I want things to be real and I want things to be experiential. As a school, we're gonna vote on that money. We're gonna vote on the budget, right? So that's direct democracy. The first thing that I ask of them to do in class is I have them identify what they think is the biggest problem in our school, what they think is the biggest problem in our city, in our state, in our country, and around the world. What else do we need to include? And that kind of drives everything else we do in class together.
And the whole class started discussing what type of problems we should deal with. And one of the things that came up was the food that were in the school cafeteria. And we wanted more nutritious food and food that looked much more appetizing for us. So we decided to do our research. New York City is a very diverse place, and I feel like that diversity is also in our schools. So there should be options for everybody in every culture and religion here in every school.
We are here for New York City Civics Day. It's kind of like the Super Bowl of civics.
And Civics Day is the culminating event at the end of each semester when young people in middle school and high school who have been working on community projects all semester long are sharing their ideas about how to make their communities a bit better with community leaders. My name is Elizabeth Clay Roy, and I'm proud to be the CEO of Generation Citizen.
I'm here with my team, and we are going to be explaining to other people to help us out by doing petitions. We want to broaden the impact that we're going to be making. So we want to also talk to the students and teachers that are in New York State and in other schools as well.
I would now like to introduce Samaya Alam, a 9th grade student at Union Square Academy of Health Sciences. This is her second Civics Day, and she has been working to change the lunches in New York City schools for the past 3 years.
In a democracy, we have the opportunity to share our perspective and our point of view on the issues that are going on in our community.
I also saw the food my classmates were eating. It was chicken nuggets and broccoli, which I couldn't have because the chicken was haram. Later that day, I realized my attention span had gotten shorter in algebra, and I didn't have any energy during living environment. However, this is not only my story. There are plenty of kids out there who have the same issue.
And to do that well, We have to have strong critical thinking skills, strong research skills, and strong communication skills.
We are currently collecting signatures to petition New York City Public Schools to add food-specific language into the New York City Student Bill of Rights. The importance of delicious, healthy, sustainable food in schools cannot be overstated.
It feels amazing. It's called the Student Changemaker Award, and I haven't made a change yet, but I hope I will in the future.
Systemic Impact Award goes to David Edelman's class.
I think ultimately what we need to do is, as a country, is reunite the joy and purpose of public schooling. And I think civics education could do that.
Okay, so that's a good question. So the first step is how long it takes on the school's side to agree.
Today we're taking a very important step by beginning a conversation with the DOE's food service manager and learn what our locus of control is and what we're able to do.
So if the school agrees, then myself and our manager need to go up to the kitchen and assess what equipment I have. Do I need extra equipment to have designated halal? Like,
from what I've learned, I see that it's very, very complicated and that you can't easily just make a decision. You have to go through like a whole process and there's like a lot of steps.
If we want to create the next generation of leaders, that needs to start in school. And civics education is really leadership
There
training.
was like a lot of food options being repeated every single day. And
What are your goals, right? What are the tactics that you can use to achieve it and to actually take action and do
as
something?
you can see, you can compare it with like... I just hope that more people that are my age get involved in democracy. And that's all I have to say.